Jubilee. Here we are. It is day 6 and today is Cozumel day. So we have a all-inclusive planned. We did make reservations online where they took a deposit and then we pay the balance once we get to the resort. So we will see how that goes. But first we're going to start off with breakfast down in the sit-down breakfast area again. Honestly, it's the easiest way to get what you want. It is really quick, probably like less than a half hour. So definitely have that as an option versus the Lido, which I haven't even like gotten anything off of the buffet or anything like that. But it's just really busy when I have walked through. So this is just an easy way to get a quick breakfast in and out so we can head to the all-inclusive. Nochi Cocom, here we come. Made it off the ship here in Cozumel. It is super windy, a little overcast, but it's going to be a great day in Cozumel. There are a lot of ships on here, so the pier is pretty busy. Alright, so when you do the all-inclusives here on Cozumel, you still have to get your way there. So everyone is waiting in line at taxis, but at least it is pretty organized. I'll let you see. You go through like the line queue. It starts all the way like over there. So while there are quite a few people here, at least it's moving and it's pretty organized. But just give yourself a little bit of time if you have to be somewhere at a certain time. Here we are, Nochi Cocom. They give you a little welcome picture, all that. But here we are. Alright, so there's going to be wind noise today, sorry. But here is Nochi Cocom. Again, they only allow a certain number of people here per day, which is about like 120, 130. They have the pool, which is behind me here. And then they have the whole beach lined with loungers. And they're not broken. They check them before you sit down, so that's nice in comparison to yesterday. The beach has a little seaweed, but it's not too bad. A zero entry. And then like Sancho's and all that is down that way in Paradise. So just in relation, that's down that way. But yeah, super nice. They have food that is included. You get a 4-course meal, and then drinks of course are included. And like we already have one, they just brought it out. So let's get the day started. It's a little cool, a little windy, but we'll make the best of it. Alright, so here is the pool area. Like it's literally just off the beach. We're sitting like right here. So right behind us, there's the ocean. Sorry, I'm trying to pause a little bit so that we can span without showing a whole bunch of people. And then they have like directional things. They do have a massage area, the hammocks, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so we have done the majority of stuff here at Nochi Cocom. So we're going to go ahead and do the summary. The beach chairs and all that are wonderful. They're not broken. Yay! There's only a limited number of people that are allowed here, so you will ensure you get one, which is also positive. And like yesterday, they have the loungers, but they also have like tables back there for a restaurant if you don't want to eat in your lounger. But yes, so they have service that comes up to you, like you have a dedicated server for the night or the day. So drinks, we've been drinking pina coladas. She's had a strawberry daiquiri. Ours were good, very good. The pina coladas are actually really like flavorful. They aren't like super watered down or anything like that.
No straws.
Yeah, there are no straws.
So bring your own if you want one.
Yeah. So they're good. And then we just got done eating lunch, and you're afforded a 4-course meal is how they explained it. So you can have an appetizer, a soup and salad. Sorry, my hand's getting tired. Like a main course, entree, and then a dessert. We only got an appetizer each and a main course each. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm stuffed. It was so much food just with those 2 things. But you don't have to order it all at the same time. You can do it at different times. So Mom had the fajitas and nachos.
Very good, very good. Their guacamole is awesome.
And they have guacamole on like almost everything. So like I ordered guacamole, but I couldn't, like I shouldn't have, because it was on like every plate. So just a note. But fajitas were good. Came with the shells and all that kind of stuff. And then Dad had ceviche, and then we used his appetizer to get chicken fingers. And ceviche,
not as good as I've ever had. Very good. It's really good.
Yeah. And it came with forks, but we just used some of the chips and stuff like that for him to eat it with. But his favorite of all of it was the beans.
Oh, beans are tremendous.
He loves the refried beans that they have here. So ceviche and beans from him. And then I had the quesadilla and guacamole, and it was very, very good. So, summary, is this a do again or a skip?
Most definitely.
Great.
Yay!
The sun came out.
It did. The sun is finally out. So, yeah, now it's actually warming up. I was sitting here for a while with the blanket or a towel over me because it was a little chilly, but so we are good now. So, yes, definitely come to Nochi Cocom. It was about 60 to 70 a person. You reserve your spot online because it has to be like within the 120, 130 that's allowed for the day. And I think the deposit was like $30 for the 3 of us, so like $10 a person. And then you pay the balance when you get here. And you can put that on your credit card. So that's cool. But yeah, definitely reserve your spot here at Nochi Cocom in Cozumel. And this is the welcome back you get the carnival. You get the fun squad. And you come to fun. Where's Dad at? I'm dancing. When you need that, I will always have it. I'll be on deck. Keep it in check when you need. So we got the pier runners in Cozumel for the inaugural Jubilee. Here we go. And K Fire is definitely egging them all on. I think this is like the best part of it. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. So we have the fun squad waiting for yet another pier runner. This one has no urgency in the world. With a little kid.
this is why you get an excursion through Carnival. The poor kid ran the whole way. Wait! But it's a whole group. It's an excursion that ran late. So here we are, it's evening. We watched Spear Runners after we got back, but that's been about it. Did get a drink in Dr. Ink's, so we'll look for that. And it was good, but you can't get like a normal regular drink, so don't try to get it there. But the other ones they have are good, they're just really potent. But now it is our time. We are doing the Carnival Kitchen. We are doing a new one they are doing. It is where you cook Italian and you eat the dinner. So it's, instead of just doing like pasta or cupcakes or something like that, you're actually doing a full meal and then you eat it. So we'll see what it has to do. Right here is all of our ingredients. And then make sure you wash your hands. You do have to sign a health waiver.
And then give it that pinch of salt. Just pinch. While you are sauteing this sweet potatoes along with butter, just add a pinch of salt to give some extra moisture. Then finally finish.
Okay, so we just got done with the Carnival Kitchen and we did the elegant Italian cooking. You cook like 4 items and then you get to eat them and try them, but then they cook you the meal and you get to eat it, and they added tiramisu. But okay, Mom and Dad's first time doing this, because it's a brand new thing, so thumbs up or thumbs down.
It was fun.
It was fun. You have to be able to stand for like 2+ hours, so that it was a very long time, and like if you're kind of short stature, you're gonna have a harder time like looking in pans and stuff like that. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm sure they could modify some of it if you needed it. But it was yummy.
The food was great. Very well led.
Yeah.
Very organized.
Yeah. And like step-by-step instructions, and they're there to help you. So definitely, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. But Test Kitchen, cooking for meals, yes.
Yes.
It is super windy, sorry for the wind noise, but it's also really kind of cold, so great!
Good night from Carnival Jubilee. Here we are, the end of day 6. Dear, I don't want it to be over, but it has been a busy day. So I am excited to hit the pillow and finally get a nap. But today we were in Cozumel and we went to the all-inclusive Nochi Cocom, and it is right along like the same drag as Paradise Beach, Mr. Sancho's, all that, right along there. But it's like the last one. We absolutely loved it. We will be going back for sure. They limit the number of people that are able to go in one day to like 120 to 130, which is really good when there's 6 ships in port. So it was busy at all the other ones. I heard a few complaints about just not being able to like sit anywhere and things like that, but we had no trouble. The chairs were plentiful, the drinks were good, food came out really quick and was really good quality. I don't have any complaints of there. They even like cleaned up the seaweed and all that kind of stuff from when we first got there. So yes, A+ in my book, definitely go. It was $20 to get there by taxi, and then the cost was between $60 to $70, and then it was $20 to get back on the taxi. So there's your budget for that, but it was really good, really, really good. Watched the pier runners. There was 2 really late excursions, so we had a lot of late people, but they didn't count. But there were 3 true pier runners that were pretty funny, but hands down there's this little kid that was in one of the excursions, and he really did think that they were going to leave him, and he ran the whole length of the pier yelling, "No, don't leave us, stop, no, don't leave us," and like everybody on the ship heard. It was so cute, like poor kiddo, but he was awesome. And then for dinner tonight we did a little different, and it is brand new. It is the Carnival Kitchen's dinner series, which we picked the Italian, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of standing though. It was over 2 hours of standing, so that was a little taxing on some that couldn't stand for that long, but it was good. I liked that we got to taste the food we made, and then they served us like an actual meal that they made, so you can kind of see like how different seasoning patterns and stuff like that affect how it is. But it was a lot of fun. I believe I prepaid for it, so I believe it was like $65 a person. A little expensive, but you had to eat. They gave you wine, soda, that kind of thing during dinner. You get a free spatula, like it's over there, I would show you. So a spatula, and then they will email you out the recipes. So that's pretty cool. And after we did that, it took almost 3 hours. It was time for Deal or No Deal, so we watched that. And then it was time for the 80s deck party, which of course is like one of my favorite things, and especially when Kendall's doing it. So it was a lot of fun. It was so cold though. I was freezing. It was so windy and cold that as soon as it got close to the adult comedy night, I was like, okay, I know it's not the end of the deck party, but it was the end of it for me because I was so cold. But then adult comedy was absolutely amazing. They really picked a bunch of good comedians for this inaugural, and they kind of like play off of each other well. It's kind of hard to do when you're doing some like separate sets, but they do. And I really appreciate that a lot of them are really funny and not just somebody that's trying to be funny or something like that. So yeah, great night tonight, but it was a very full day and I'm tired. One thing with Carnival is their entertainment is not lacking at all. Like there's always something to do, and they keep you busy. So tomorrow is a C day, and there is a ton of stuff packed from question and answers to VIPF or BIFP, loyalty, parties, things like that. Then we have to get packed. So that's always a bad day. But we'll see what we can get into and what time I actually wake up in the morning. But for tonight, I'm going to say goodnight. While I continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is. See you tomorrow for a sea day.